Well, here we are again. It's the end of the month again. It is now the end of April 2022. Oh, boy, what a month this has been. Oh, this month has been insane. And by insane, number one, we lost a CPPS. That's in the middle of the month. Secondly, the UNI renovation project pretty much is complete now. At the beginning of the month, things were still only just getting started. And look at it now. It's pretty much almost already done. The main part of it, stage one, where we were basically just resurfacing the whole pool and putting pavers in the UNI and some furniture stuff back. That was phase one, or just at least stage one. And look at it now. We just changed a lot. I apologize for no back reveal ever since April 28th. It will be back on May 1st, respectively. And I actually do have a few updates I want to show you. The main reasons I couldn't do them on April 29th and April 30th, respectively, are mainly due to the fact that, first off, on April 29th, I was working extremely hard on Operation Nichols Island 2022. I apologize, the second video is not coming out on its respective day. I kind of got a bit distracted today with some stuff in real life. I only got some of the time period recreated, not much of it, unfortunately. But I will explain why. Right, let me explain why there's no back reveal today on April 30th. First off, and actually this is a really good dang reason, halfway through the day, thunder, lightning, and a rainstorm all at once. And it was dark. Which meant no backyard video at all. Why do you think I would want to make a backyard video in a lightning storm? We have done that once, which was the lightning bike race in May of 2018. Except it wasn't raining. I am glad I never thought of that idea ever again. And is why I don't do them in that type of weather. Because that would be the most stupid thing ever. And I know I've wasted most of this late night countdowns explaining things, but I needed to address stuff as of late. The main reason I didn't get that much time to work on the time period, or just make the episode in general, is first off, because today, April 30th of 2022, Ambrose and Rose Crystal finished their second year of college. So we celebrated! And it was a fun time. Yep! They are officially done for 3 months, so we celebrated the entire day. And pretty much never did anything else with the time period. I apologize, everybody. Episode 2 will still come out on May 1st. And I know I wasted all of this time explaining this, but I needed to address this just because you guys probably were wondering, what the heck happened? 56, 57, 58, 59... Woo! That is the quickest I have ever counted down. We are in May that quickly. This will be the only late night countdowns that I will actually do something instead of explaining something. But I needed to explain that as much as possible. Funny enough, right before making this video, I almost missed it. I almost missed the countdown. I saw it was like 11:55, and I immediately rushed to my computer and started filming. I was like 5 minutes away from missing this late night countdowns. We could have almost repeated June of 2020. I was 5 minutes away from repeating June 2020. And which that was missing the countdown itself. We were so close. But thank God. 5 minutes prior to midnight, I rushed onto my computer and immediately started filming. Oh, thank God. But it is now May 1st, of 2022. Which means we are exactly 1 month away until Legos Island Summer of 2022. Before we can do that, we still have to save the timeline of Legos Island. And April 30th could not have been complete because I never did much with the time period. Frick! Hey, don't worry. This is the only day today that I kind of needed to take the day off anyway. Remember how I said there was probably going to be certain days that I would randomly take off? I didn't realize this was going to be one of them. But hey, the celebration for both of them completing their second year of college definitely needed to be celebrated. And oh boy, it was a good old time. And I just couldn't get episode 2 out just because of that reason alone. And don't worry, again, episode 2 will still come out on May 1st alongside the actual episode for May 1st, which actually, the time period is extremely easy. It's literally just the island, in its normal state at night, with a few anniversary decorations. Yep, so that will be super easy. But in the meantime, I also thought I'd just mention right here, I have changed the colors of these set signs, and I know we'll get to the schedule in just a second. I did this to match their respective colors for their said time period. And that's because they match their respective colors of their events, which actually makes sense in my opinion. So there you go. Alright, let's take down the April schedule. Oh boy, this is going to be nuts. So actually, there are not as many events this month as you may think. No, the only mainline events this month in May... Dear God, I am starting to lose my voice just because of all that talking. I'm not joking. I need to just stop. But there are not that many events this month as you may think. Now, normally, there is an event prior to the main event of May each year, but Operation Legos Island is taking that place because it goes for pretty much all the beginning of May, which it now ends respectively in 8 days. So, we're all good with that one. So, we can change this to this and that alongside doing this, which is really, really cool. Now, the event of May, the main one, I know we have the underwater room anniversary day. I don't really place that down just because there's not really much to say about that one. But I do know that's on May 10th. I know that, but there's not really much to say about that one. And plus, it's not as special as the other anniversaries. Speaking of which, actually, the only mini events we have this month include, of course, the Cave of Adventures 3rd anniversary, the Lodge 4th anniversary, and Memorial Day, which, thankfully, all still take place before Legos Island Summer. Now, here's the thing. There are literally only 4 events this entire month. 4! 4 of them, may I remind you. And, this is going to be insane. The first event of May does not take place all the way until, May 17th. So that's 16 days away. Holy frick. And that is obviously because of Operation Legos Island taking over the first 9 days of May. And I also want to have a good amount of time off between the surprise party and Operation Legos Island. It makes more sense because we would have just saved the timeline. So we need a bit of a break. And also giving you guys just enough time for you guys to vote for what you guys would like the surprise party to be. I will reveal it on May 4th's update video. So guys, please be on the lookout for that one. Because I will assure you, it's going to be a good one. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't get the ring light here to actually work the entire month of April to get a good respective light. And don't know if you guys ever noticed it all this month. But yeah, there was this. Anyone notice this? We gotta change it. And I know exactly how. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna change it. Are you kidding me? There's no actual purple. We might actually have to go back to February's color. I want to see if there was another purple color in there somewhere, but unfortunately, I don't think there is. So we potentially have to go back to February in this case, because there is no, official other purple color. I know on the ring light there's definitely some. I can definitely see that. But, in a way, there's not much else to say. Of course, this will last from, well, I never actually described it. May 17th through the 28th. It only lasts for like 11 days because I need a good amount of time off before LEGO Zion summer ends, and plus also we have all those mini events, so that can also make sense. I also did the same thing last year, except it was 10 days because we had the future party at the time, so that makes sense in a way, I guess. So we'll leave it like that. Of course, this will eventually turn into the actual event that is chosen for the surprise party. Now, besides that, let's get into the rest of this. Now, let's see. Oh, right. The main events of May. Well, now we're technically just getting into the mini events, which should not take like long at all because there are only like 3. Yep, only 3. As per usual, there are normally only 3 mini events. I'll use clay this time. I don't know what I used last year. But, oh, freaking boy. You see that? That is probably the smallest May schedule we have ever had. I could be wrong, however. Oh, God. It feels weird not having the underwater expedition here, but normally when the underwater expedition would occur is when Operation LEGO Zion is now ongoing. Because of this, that event can't occur. And because I don't want this month to be fully Operation themed, at least the main event of May. Because we have had way too much Operation stuff in the last like 3 to 4 Mays. Well, it's 4th anniversary. How is it already the 4th anniversary already? That is insane that this is already going to be the 4th anniversary of the Lodge. But you know what's actually, and I mean, like, seriously insane about May 30th, you guys? Guess what's the same day as the Lodge anniversary? Yes! Memorial Day is the exact same day as the Lodge anniversary. And for literal, and I mean literal proof, let me boot up Firefox and let me show you. This is legit, not a joke. When is Memorial Day 2022? See? Told ya. Told you it's May 30th. Yep, literally the exact same day as the Lodge anniversary. Which is absolutely insane. Like, holy frick. Like, that's absolutely nuts. Thankfully, next year that won't be the same case, but it'll be kind of weird having, like, a mini event, like, 3 days in a row. That'll be a bit weird next year, I'm not gonna lie. Because next year, let's, of course, type in 2023's. And as you can see, it is May 29th. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit weird having, like, you know, 3 mini-events, like, 3 days in a row next year. Yeah, that's going to be a bit weird. But in 2024, oh, wait a minute, hold on. This isn't going to be an issue at all. Considering the fact that, guess what? 2024 is a leap year, so we get to skip the 20th entirely. Oh boy! That's nuts! Right, 2024 is a leap year, so that's not for like another 2 years. Who knows what I'll be doing by then? But I don't want to predict that. Because I probably don't want to know. Or who knows? But we're not going to discuss that. That's like 2 years away. And no need to go into that. Oh, wait. The main reason I even pulled all this out to begin with. This. Let's, of course, do the whole Memorial Day thing. Yep. No, that's May 20th. Oh, come on! Probably not gonna fit. Of freaking course not. But you know what? Who cares? Still crazy to believe that it's already been 4 years already. Like, holy frick, how has it already been 4 years? I was thinking of the Lodge. God dang it! Yeah, I was thinking of the Lodge for a second. No, it's actually the it is the 3rd anniversary. I know I mentioned it earlier. But oh, frick! What is wrong with me? Either I have been up for a good amount of hours, which is probably why I'm probably not thinking straight or something. You know how it gets. You kind of don't think straight if you've been up for like a good majority of hours. You can probably see where I'm going here. Yeah, if you're up for a good amount of hours, sometimes you just can't think straight because you're like so tired. And that's kind of me right now. I'm not gonna lie to all of you. I'm like so tired that I'm starting to not think straight. Because I've been up for a good while. And well, that's it for the whole May schedule. I'm not joking, guys. Oh, this month is gonna be wild. But not as wild as June. No. June, July, and August are gonna be freaking wild for this island. Of course, it's the usual Legos Island summer. But of course, you know, I love to throw in twists and potential storylines into Legos Island summer every few years. The last time we had an official storyline for Legos Island summer was in 2019. Well, a proper mission-based storyline. The last official storyline being the World Tour. Because that storyline was about going all over the world inside this island. But for the proper mission-based storyline, we've only had one. 2019. Well, what do you know? 3 years later, that happens to be the storyline of the second half of This year's Legos Island Summer. Of course, I will not properly reveal it until the given dates. And I think that's gonna be July 13th. I already started coming out with it, and, well, I did say the Volcanic Island disaster would be merged with the Tropical Fruit Island. And, well, that Volcanic Island disaster is revolved by one villain. You know how Evil Cluck has only attacked once on this island the entire year? Guess who's attacking during Legos Island Summer of 2022? The chicken himself. Evil Cluck. You really think that's it? No. Evil Cluck can't possibly cause a volcanic disaster all by himself. Master Evil Lungers will join in the fun. The main reason is because I realized Operation Legos Island was also his only attack of the year, but I also planned him for Operation Slime. And that could be a potential thing. So I just thought I'd reveal a bit of that. I'm not going to reveal the full storyline because I'm still figuring all that out. Like, I wrote it down on my phone somewhere. What I had planned. And it's looking like a good one. It'll obviously take place during the second half of the event. Just like the first time in 2019 when that took place, like halfway through. I kind of want to make a little bit of a sequel to Legos Island Summer 2019, if you guys are curious. But obviously have a completely different storyline. But have the same villain from 2019 take place and take over. So I kind of just want to make a sequel to 2019's, like 3 years later, because I wanted to just do that because I just kind of felt like the past two Legos Island Summers, at least 2018 and 2020, have basically been complete repeats of themselves, with 2019 and 2021 actually having storylines. This time I want to have another storyline, as I actually had a lot of fun with the World Tour idea last time in 2021, and also the Evil Cluck destroying Legos Island Summer storyline. While that wasn't brought up and came up with by me, no, that came out of literally nowhere, I actually liked it. Because it really took a bit of a different turn on the traditional Legos Island Summer formula that we are all familiar with. Same deal is with the World Tour. We got to visit various countries as places were decorated as various countries around the world. And it was an incredible thing that I don't even know how I didn't do it sooner, because it is like my personal favorite Legos Island Summer, besides 2019. 2018 will always be remembered as the first ever Legos Island Summer. You guys know that. But, in a way, yeah, and then 2020 was basically just a water park theme. It'll always only be remembered for getting multiple dives during the halfway point and the amount of water slides at the beginning. That's basically all it'll be remembered for. Oh yeah, and also the one Legos Island Summer where I got to film literally every single one of these Legos Island Summer episodes that year in this very room. I think we all know why. It's the same summer that was when the pandemic was still really, really bad. And thankfully, things have calmed down a lot more since then, which is great. So yeah, I thought I'd just address that because I thought I'd just give you a little bit of a brief history of Legos Island Summer, even though that's a month away. I thought I'd just remind you again, because why not? Oh boy! I'll just add the swords for no reason. As for surprise party, what icon should we use? I'm not sure. We'll add this one to make it, like, unknown what the actual event is going to be, because you guys get to decide that madness. What is the surprise party going to be? Like, which events? Again, I'll explain all 3 event options on May 4th, as it'll be 5 days prior to Operation Legos Island ending, and that's also when the vote begins. So, I know I spent basically all of the time on Legos Island, and that was, I guess, on purpose because I needed to explain stuff about Operation Legos Island. Hopefully this is going to be the only day where I basically don't do anything regardless of it. But I think starting May 1st, which is today now technically, we should be back on track with Operation Legos Island, and yeah, just to be clear, I kind of needed the day off after, you know, everything that happened, which was incredible. So yeah, with that being said, not much to really else say about this Late Night Countdowns. I know it really wasn't that much of an interesting episode. At least I don't think. You can comment down below if I'm wrong, or just correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But of course, as usual, we'll be back next month on May 31st, or just in like 30 days, for the next Late Night Countdown, which is Countdown to June, which is when, after that point, we'll start Legos Island Summer, and have that go on for the next 3 months until September 1st, 2022. But that will be all focused on in the next episode of Late Night Countdowns, alongside some other cool stuff. I know this episode was all about Minecraft, and that's because we didn't have any CBPSs to go on, which is actually one of the first episodes where I properly don't have any CBPSs to go on. Ever since November 2020, at least since the December 2020 countdown that occurred back on November 30th of 2020, respectively. That was like the one episode where I had like literally no CBPSs to go on and just did Minecraft because of this reason. This is the only episode after that point that had that happen. And with that being said, see you all next time. And remember to like and subscribe. Goodbye!